Testing out Genshin Impact on the Lenovo Ideapad 5 15-inch version. It's a Ryzen 7 4700U. I haven't done an upload on this laptop in a long time. My wife uses it in her office, so I don't have access to it. But I was doing some updates, and I messed around with this game, and it looks like it got faster since I did my last update on it, which I think was like 5 months ago. So, show you some stuff here. So, it does have the 3200
If you ever
DDR4
want to trade
memory.
tactics, I'm always ready.
That's the model number here, and I just got it unplugged right now in intelligent cooling mode. That's what I always run it in. I did change the Radeon driver. It's the newest one as of this time of recording.
It's hard to remain on dry land for so long. Never quite seem to get my land
I also
legs back.
updated MSI Afterburner, but it still seems to have that glitch with the DDR4 memory clock for the APU. It always says it's running like at a fixed speed, which is weird. But so last time I uploaded gameplay with this, running around on like the lowest settings with anti-aliasing off, we're getting like 40s around the same area just outside of Mondstadt. I'm also using an Xbox controller this time since it's got easy support for it. Let's go to graphics here. So this is pretty much the low preset, although what I did is I toggled that to 60, and I think on my other laptops changing the Vsync does nothing. It still caps out at 60. I'll go back and double check.
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
I think this game has a hard cap at 60 anyway. Let's mess with some other settings here. So let's turn this off because that gave me a speed boost before. And then it has a new option down here, the subsurface scattering. By default, it put that in the crowd density. These are the default options when I picked the low preset. Let's see what happens with no anti-aliasing. Yeah, so it looks like before turn off the anti-aliasing, you get a speed boost with this APU. Not much, a couple frames. Let's try that render resolution one. Because I think in my old video this always defaulted at 1.1. I never messed with it. Knock it down to 80, which I assume is 80%. That 60 all the time. Let's experiment with some other stuff. Let's change the major preset. So let's go medium. Put render resolution back at 80. So these are all the medium settings. Set add-ons.
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
See how bad it drops at high. Goes up to 1.1. Wonder if knock that back down to 80. So it's swap some stuff here. We got motion blur extreme, subsurface scattering on high.
Seems all the other knights already have their hands full.
Yeah, we could do the lock at 30. This would be perfectly playable. So let's knock this back down to low. Put the FPS back here. Vsync. We'll leave it off for that, just for now. Let's leave the SMA on here. Does look better with motion blur. Let's see how this runs.
Seems all the other knights already have their hands full.
So this is similar to before. My old upload. So let's toggle this back down to 80. And leave the anti-aliasing on. Can't quite hit 60. So that anti-aliasing is still killing us here. Get out of range of these guys. Go back in the menu. Okay, so let's turn you off. Leave everything else the same, but render resolution at 0.8. Let's see if we can get back to 60. Getting close. Here we go. Just takes a couple seconds. So what's the GPU usage look like? 98.
Ah! Cool it!
So yeah, you can almost get a lock 60 now with these new settings. It looks very good. So that's an updated video. I haven't done one on this laptop in a long time, but it was just weird because I noticed Genshin Impact was running better. So I updated some drivers and updated MSI Afterburner, but it doesn't. That DDR4 memory clock, I don't understand. It's like toggling between 800 and 1200. It's weird. I don't know why it reports that. Weird when it should just be 3200 all the time, but maybe I don't understand RAM.